Good morning. It is, what does that say? 10:22 a.m. on Thursday, the 13th of February. I hope you're doing well today. So, depending on where you live, you may be just getting up. But let me ask you a question. I want to find out how many of you are waking up at night to go to the bathroom? All right. You wake up one, two, three, four times a night to pee. All right. Any of you doing that? Is that a problem for any of you? Wait for some people to get on here. Okay, so if you are waking up at night to go to the bathroom, there's two things about that, all right? Is number one, sometimes you're waking up at night and it's not because you have to go to the bathroom. What happens is you're waking up at night because your cortisol levels and your blood sugar levels are off. So you wake up at night, and then when you wake up, you go, oh, well, maybe I should go to the bathroom, all right? And you kind of have that urge to urinate, but that's after you've woken up. But some of you are waking up at night with the urge to go to the bathroom, right? Any of you doing that? Like, give me a thumbs up or something, or a thumbs down, right? A thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're waking up at night to go to the bathroom. If you are waking up at night 1, 2, 3 times to go to the bathroom, there is likely a problem with your adrenal glands, okay? Now, if you're a male and you're over the age of, say, 45, could be a problem with your prostate. But most people, the problem with them waking up at night is a problem with their adrenal glands and how their body's dealing with stress and inflammation. So if you're going to solve this problem, you're going to have to handle stress. And most importantly, you're going to have to handle inflammation in the body. And that's going to be through diet, nutrition, fixing your gut, and all kinds of other things. But if you are waking up at night, it is usually because you are not getting into deep sleep. Now, I'm throwing out a shout out to a good friend of mine, Dr. Rob DeBeest, down in the Atlanta, Georgia area, just for talking about this and reminding me that this is an important thing to get people to understand and have knowledge about. So if you're waking up at night to pee, this is what occurs, okay, is there's a hormone called vasopressin, all right, or another word for it is antidiuretic hormone. So this hormone is active at helping your body reabsorb water. It's a hormone that comes from your pituitary gland, which is a gland that sits in your brain, and it affects your kidneys. So at nighttime, if your other hormones are correct, like your cortisol and your melatonin and these things, if these things are correct, vasopressin is activated, and vasopressin tells your kidneys to shut off. Basically, it tells your kidneys stop sending your water from our bloodstream to the bladder until tomorrow morning, right? So it shuts off your kidneys and allows you to get into deep sleep, right? Or as part of being in deep sleep, vasopressin is activated. So if you're not getting in deep sleep due to problems with your adrenal glands, vasopressin doesn't get activated. And what happens is your kidneys stay active at filtering your blood and getting rid of water as part of that filtering process. Now, they are active at filtering your blood anyway, but they're not going to just be dumping a bunch of fluid into your bladder, waking you up all the time. You don't want that to happen at nighttime. So if there's a problem with you waking up to go to the bathroom at nighttime, it is likely because there's a problem with vasopressin, and that comes from your pituitary. But it's not because of a pituitary gland problem usually. It's usually a problem with the adrenals. You're not handling stress well. You're not dealing with inflammation in the body well. You have a poor diet. Maybe you're drinking too much caffeine. Caffeine activates your adrenals. So there's all kinds of ways that your adrenals, due to the fight or flight responses, can be affected. And if those things are not handled, mostly by looking at sources of inflammation, that's the most common way that people have issues with their adrenals, is sources of inflammation in their body. Some people are just stressed, like they run at a level of 11, right? If any of you have ever seen turn it up to 11. So stress can be an impact on it. I'm looking at the computer right now. It's kind of got that bluish tint to the light. Looking at your devices with that blue tint on them late in the evening, or a television, an LED television, suppresses melatonin, raises your cortisol levels. So there are things you could do to reduce inflammation of the body, improve your adrenal function, and therefore improve that vasopressin function, and therefore not have to get up and pee at night. All right. Nobody likes that. Everybody just wants to have a good night's sleep. And if you're not, it could be a problem with your adrenals. So find out what's happening with your adrenals. You can get an adrenal stress index. That's a test where it looks at what your cortisol levels are at 4 points throughout the day, 4 or 5, depending on who does the test. And that can give you a clue of what your cortisol levels are doing throughout the day. There's a very specific pattern that your cortisol levels are supposed to do. And if that's off, you know there's a problem with your adrenal glands. It could even be a problem with your pituitary, but it's an adrenal test. So get an adrenal stress index. That's an indication. An adrenal stress index is not going to help you find sources of inflammation. It's going to tell you whether your adrenal patterns are looking the way they should. So get an adrenal stress index done if you find you're not sleeping well at night. The other thing is just understand that it may not be this vasopressin thing. If you're a male, could be prostate, may need to get your PSA and other things checked. PSA is not the greatest marker. There's some flaws in the way that test is, some in the knowledge about that test now. But certainly there is some value to it. So if you're over the age of, say, 45 and you're a male and waking up at night, getting your prostate checked, or at least getting some blood tests about your prostate could be helpful. And understand this, if your blood sugars are not managed properly, it's going to be very difficult. And that has a lot to do with your cortisol levels in your adrenals as well. But that also has a lot to do with whether or not you wake up at night. If your brain if blood sugar is dropping too low at night, your brain's going to ramp up your cortisol levels, and your cortisol is going to make your liver dump sugar that's stored in the liver called glycogen into your bloodstream, and that elevated sugar will wake you up. So we need you to have a good night's sleep. Give me some likes if you guys want good night's sleep, right? Is that something that is valuable to you, is sleeping well, waking up rested? So watch your diet, watch your stress levels, watch for sources of inflammation, get an adrenal stress index done. If there's anything we can do to help solve your chronic health problems, you're not sleeping well, and you want to know if there's something that can be done about it, by all means, give our office a call. The number is 615-225-9100. And maybe we can help you out. I know some people last night were watching from South Africa. Not sure I can help you out from South Africa, but I'll do what I can. It's kind of fun when people are watching and getting information about their health from all over the world. They really want to be healthy, and too many people are suffering. So I want to help you with that. Again, this is Dr. Morris from Magnolia Medical Center. We'll see you later today with some more health tips. We appreciate you. Share this. That is the one thing that we ask of you for coming on here and providing information. The only thing we ask is that you hit that share button. All right. That's all we ask. So we appreciate you. Have a great day. Have it be healthy, and I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight. Bye now.